welcome to Track Tally Episode 2. I know it's been a while. Sorry, life gets in the way. I got sick. I went riding and then got horrible footage from that. So there went another week. I moved, so there's just a bunch of stuff going on. But now we're back. This week's track is MX23 Unleashed, which is the track in Pennsylvania, not the one in Mass. I went there on opening day in 2020 when they first opened up as MX23 Unleashed. They were formerly Rocket Raceway. Me and Aiden went there, and that's when we did the very first vlog that we had a whole weekend trip, and it was fun. I really enjoyed that track. So I figured I'd do a track tally on it. I'm going to start off with the facts of the track. If you don't know how track tally works, watch the first episode with MX207, and that'll explain it for you. Pretty simple rules. I rate it in some categories, say the experiences with it, and probably put a whole lap of the track at the end so you can see what it's like. But yeah, let's get to it. So MX23 Unleashed, like I said, was previously Rocket Raceway. I don't know who owned it previously, and I don't know when it opened, but I know now that the owner is Dan Plord, obviously same owner as MX23, and he opened it in 2020, like I said. It's located in Three Springs, PA. It was like a 6-hour drive for me, so it's a little bit further than most tracks I'd go to, but that was right when COVID started, and there was like no tracks open around. So we made the haul for it, and it was well worth it. And honestly, if there's a nice weekend event, I'd definitely like to head back at some point. The start is dirt, and it's slightly uphill, and 180 right-hander. So just for anyone curious, we didn't race there. We just did 2 days open practice, which was a lot of fun. I don't have any experience racing this track, but you can still see how the race lines develop on a practice day. Like normal, like most tracks, the fee is $40. So that's pretty average. I'll get into everything else the track has in the categories. All right, category 1, amenities. I rate it as a 5 because it's decent. I did hear at one point he was going to add a lot more stuff there, so we'll see when that happens. And then if it does, and I re-rank or whatever, I'll bump it up. So I put it as a 5 since it has porta potties. It has a small pro shop, with some parts, some shirts and hoodies for sale, snacks, drinks, stuff like that. So that's nice to have there. They also have a kids/pit bike track, which is pretty cool. And like I said, he has plans to add some stuff. I think I saw it was bike wash stations, outdoor showers, and maybe RV hookups. So that would be nice. I'd definitely bump it up. But for right now, it's a 5, so it's pretty good. I put parking as an 8 because it's pretty good. Like there's quite a bit of parking there. Some of it's on a hill, but some of it in the little bit further back is more flat, not too far of a walk, and really you can see a lot of the racing from a lot of the spots, so it's pretty good. I put spectating also at an 8 because same situation. Spectating, it's not too bad to walk around, and spectating on the hill is actually pretty awesome because you can overview of almost the entire track. I'd say 90% of the track you can see from that hill. I didn't give it a higher than 8 because I thought it'd benefit a lot from some bleachers or something like that. There might be some now, but there weren't any when I went. So if there is, let me know. Price I put as a 6. Like I said, it's normal for the area, normal for most places, $40. You gotta pay it to go to ride the track, but I'd say that's a place that's pretty worth it to pay that. Customer service, I also put it as an 8. I didn't have any complaints, and all my questions were answered in person or on Facebook comments or whatever. So they're pretty on top of their stuff. Events I put as a 7. I don't think they hold any huge race events or anything like that, but they do weekend and weekday practices. Hare scrambles, I believe District 6 race series events, so a local race series, and and I believe an in-house race series like some racetracks like Cape Way or Winchester do. I don't know if they still do, but I do know they did that at one point. Like I said, a 7. It'd be awesome to see some bigger races there, but still some pretty fun events. All right, layout and raceability, I also put as an 8. There's a lot of inside and outside lines, which are awesome, and obviously make it great for passing or really racing back and forth. It's not perfect though, because I think there's a lack of obstacles, which I'll get to later on, that don't really separate the riders. But there's definitely some cool lines there. I mean, inside, outside, you can definitely swoop in, pass someone, or even rail an outside in some spots and make a pass. There's some really good elevation on the kids track and even the main track. Goes up and down a little bit. It pretty much goes in and out of a valley there, but it's cool. It definitely makes it a little bit more unique and more fun. Corners I put as a 7 because insides develop pretty good and they don't really fade out to the outside, because that can cause some conflict. I'd like to see 2 fully separate lines at least. Some will rut up pretty good in some corners, although it is a little skinny in some corners, so you kind of lose some of the track width, but it's not too bad overall. Jumps and obstacles, like I was saying before, this is the part I'm going to be talking about. I rate it as a 6. There's a lot of fun tabletops, and I'll be honest, like, they're pretty fun. You can throw some whips. That's one of the first tabletops I felt most comfortable on, the one at the top of the hill. Maybe a little bit too comfortable because I wadded up pretty good on it, and Aiden got a cool sequence of crash photos here. But I mean, even with that crash, great story, and it was definitely a fun jump to hit. But yeah, I mean, there's some fun tables, but there's really nothing to separate guys. They have one pretty decent sized step up, and at the time I went, it was a double, but now it's like a triple step up. It's pretty cool, but that's really the only option you have. The rest of it are tables, and I believe one small double. So good for like beginners and stuff, but also I'd like to see a little bit more variety, and I'm sure some of you would too. And lastly, dirt condition, maintenance, watering, that category, I put as a 7. It didn't get super rough when I went, and they took pretty good care of it. It seems like they till regularly. Like I said, I went that one weekend, so it's hard to base it on normally, but obviously I've checked out the Facebook page, I've scrolled through, and it seems like they stay on top of it. Like I said, I went opening weekend when they first turned MX23, almost 2 years ago now, but it seems like everything's pretty much the same so far. All right, so for the overall rating, I gave it a 70, just below MX207 as the second track on this list. But I really enjoyed this track. It was really good going there. It had good dirt, good environment. It was definitely an enjoyable track to go to. A recommendation, again, like 207, I put it as like it. Definitely would recommend people checking this place out. And like they said, if they do start to upgrade some stuff, it'll be even better than that. I had a blast there with my buddy when we went. And yeah, looking forward to going again at some point. That's it for Track Tally episode number 2 with MX23 Unleashed. Like I said, most episodes are going to have a guest, so I'll probably start that next episode, maybe the one after. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can get it figured out pretty good. But yeah, looking forward to keep this series going. I saw some good feedback on it so far, and I enjoyed making it. It's a little bit of a production right now with the lights and the camera and the microphone, but I think it's worth it. Also, a quick side note, if you guys like music in these videos, let me know, and if you don't, also let me know. I've been adding it, but it's the same music over and over, so let me know if you like it without it more, or maybe I can try to find some different music. But yeah, I appreciate the feedback. Me and my girlfriend are also taking our motorcycle license course for on-road, so that'll be next week. I don't think I'm going to do a video on it because it might be kind of uncomfortable. But yeah, it's going to be sick once we have that done. Maybe have some videos a little bit on road, maybe riding 2 trails. I don't know. We'll see how it is. But definitely going to have some more riding footage soon. Try and do at least, a couple races soon. And some track days. I'm trying to get her and one of our friends to a track soon, so hopefully I have some cool content from that. I even got a drone, so hopefully I can, make the content a little bit better for you guys. Please sub and like if you like this video, and comment maybe some other track suggestions or changes to the format. Thanks for watching, and here's a lap around MX23 Unleashed.